Okay, let's start with learning the Chinese characters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flat up, and down, 4 tones. And let's go straight into learning this writing of this character. Now that's one bird. Here is another bird. And between them, it's this character. Yan. 2 birds confront each other and talk. You know, you hear bird talk, you know, arguing. This basically is 讎怨莫结. It's very, very vivid depiction of when people turn into enemy. Yeah, 讎. The simplified version, because it's so complicated. Right now, the Chinese simplified version is that easy, you know. But anyway, it's called enemy. But this is more vivid. Anybody can remember. 2 birdies argue with each other endlessly, and they want to kill each other. That's called enemy. Yeah. Next is 怨. Yeah, you can see this one. When you look at that Chinese character, you already feel the anger, the upsetness, the complaint. You know, look at that, like one eye is like this way, one eye like, you know. I'm just saying that, you know, with the heart underneath, right? That basically means very upset. Okay, complain. Unhappy, unsatisfied. You owe me. You were bad to me. You know, something like that. 怨, yeah. That's more. More means no. No. That's more. More. No. Okay, more. Yeah. 结 means a knot.
Yeah.
You tangled up. Form a knot. Okay. When 2 strings running along smoothly, the wind blow, they dance together like this, like my hair, right? If I let my hair come down, long hair, and the wind blows my hair beautifully, you know, dance in the wind, right? But if you don't smooth it up with your comb, the hair will start to entangle with each other and form a knot. And then that's ugly, you know. So, you know, between people, it's the same thing. Each individual, independent, has its own, you know, unique way of existence. Every person supposed to be free and independent and dance with each other, you know, smooth. But if you form a knot with someone, you want to go this way, he wants to go that way. You were dragged along to do things that are not you. You know what I mean? Entanglement is the biggest trouble in life. Entanglement. And the worst entanglement, that is Chinese called 死结. That's 死, dead. If it's a dead knot, you're dead. You know? You got totally wrapped up. And what can make it a dead knot is this 2 things. 仇 and 怨. 仇, usually 仇, think about, do you have an enemy in your life? Did you make an enemy in this life? Think about anybody you consider to be your enemy. Think for a moment, and what is the cause for that? You know, when you look deeper into it, if you use the principle of morality to evaluate the root cause of that 仇, your enemy, you will start to see that you can solve it. You can solve it. You know, the Chinese scholars, right? There are beautiful stories about how to solve, you know, this 仇 and yuan, complaint. Complaint usually about, oh, that person didn't treat me well. Usually that's complaint. That person did this and that, and it was harming me. And I'm not going to say it, but in my heart, I'm upset. And I'm not going to be his friend anymore. I have complaints about that person. I'm not happy with that person. And so that is an obstacle you created for yourself. To have an enemy to thought that, I hate him. You know, he owes me too much. I hate him so much. I will not do this, or I will harm him. Even have that kind of thoughts, you are harming yourself. You need to really understand that those emotions called, you know, 仇 and yuan, it is due to your ignorance. It's your ignorance that you created a knot for your life. You walk like a wind in the world as a free spirit. Who can harm you? Nobody can harm you. No matter how other people do bad things to you, they only are helping you. This is the truth. All the bad things other people do to you only does one thing: help you. Because there is law in the universe. In this universe, there is this fundamental law called no loss, no gain. When you lose, you are gaining. When people do bad things to you, they seem to have won something, but the reality is that they have lost already. The moment they do wrong things to you, they already toss out a big chunk of precious matter called virtue right to you. The universe has law. The universe will keep track of who's doing bad, who's doing good. All you need to do is to be good. No matter how other people treat you, always be good. All the bad people who treat you bad, they're ignorant. They are losing the most precious thing called merit and virtue. Okay? So if you can understand the truth of the universe, you understand all the bad things done to you is giving you big time gift. Take it. Appreciate it. Endure it. Okay? Endure it. And be grateful to the person who does bad things to you. Sincerely say, thank you. Because you are giving me virtue. You also give me an opportunity to practice my endurance. You are giving me an opportunity to be stronger. Why don't I'm grateful? You know, you're losing, I'm gaining. I'm elevating. I am compassionate to you. So certainly I'm not upset with you. I think I want to do something to even be good to you and help you out, right? So that's why the Chinese people has this way called, you know, the great scholars, they say, sometimes this word is this. When other people treat you bad, what do you give it back to? 以德报怨，以恩报怨. Not only you are not complaining, when other people complain about you, you give them favor even. Because you are appreciating, even if they made a mistake about it. Let's say you truly made a mistake and people are complaining about you, you're even more grateful to other people because this way you can recognize your mistake. But even if you're 100% good when people treat you bad and complaining about you and treat you as an enemy, you need to give back 德 and 恩 favor because you truly appreciate those people who are treating you bad. In Chinese history, there is this very, very good example of this man called Han Xing. Also, wonderful story. Always need to remember this great man, Han Xing.
The general.
Yeah. When he was young, in the book of Zhuang Falun, Master Li mentioned Han Xin as an example of tolerance. When he was young, he was, walking on the street with his sword. And the thug said, "You cannot pass me, kill me if you dare. Why you are carrying a sword?" Han Xin thought, "I'm not going to kill you. This is not good. I'm not going to use the sword to treat you bad, although you're humiliating me." So that thug said, "If you want to pass me, then crawl under my leg." That's big time humiliation for someone who's so talented, tall, with a sword. And the thug is trying to humiliate him. And the two of them easily can turn into deadly enemies that moment when the situation presented to other people. "What? I want to just pass. Who gave you the right to block me? If you block me, you still continue to do that, I'm going to beat you up," right? So no, Han Xin didn't do that. Han Xin crawled under his leg. And other people watching him are laughing at him, humiliating him big time, right? But he was able to totally avoid to making not to have an enemy relationship most of the time. When we have trouble with other people and when your heart is so angry, so hateful, remember one word that can really help you to avoid getting into a dead knot with someone and turning into the enemy is this great tolerance letter, 忍. Falun Dafa teaches these 3 words to be the fundamental nature of our universe. If we can remember these 3 words in our life, I can guarantee you that you walk like a wind and you will never be able to make any knot with anybody to form a relationship, negative energy of 仇 and 怨. No. Because if you can always forbear and tolerant, right? This is 真善忍.
One more. 真, the one more line. In the here one more line.
No.
No?
Continue with your recording. No. 善忍. This is one way of writing. There are other ways of writing that you probably are talking about the other way, but this is the Chinese writing. 真. This is the regular printout letter. Later you will see. I know you're talking about another way of writing, but let's focus on this one. 真善忍. Truthfulness, compassion, forbearance. I think we are talking about this one. That's also 真. That's the other way of writing. Okay, but this is the other way of writing. Yeah.
Okay.
So, if we really come back to this subject about 仇 and 怨, most of the time it's exactly because we deviate from the fundamental nature of the universe. When we deviate from the fundamental nature of the universe, we are making a knot with the universe. Then that's really troubling. That's why this part will go to the other part.